does Daniel Jones think he is? I know last year, Daniel Jones had his best season of his career under Brian Daboll. Last year, Daniel Jones, 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,205 passing yards, completing 67% of his passes. That was his best season of his 4-year career. Wow. Is that something that we should be stopping the presses over because Daniel Jones had 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions? Are you kidding me? This is Daniel Jones that we talking about. Earlier, I talked about how I believe that the New Orleans Saints, it's a win-win for the Saints bringing in a quarterback like Derek Carr. And I said that Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, and Dak Prescott are all on the same level. Daniel Jones, he's not even on the same level as Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, or Dak Prescott. Daniel Jones is an average quarterback at best. And now he's seeking $45 million per season? Are you kidding me? Daniel Jones doesn't deserve $45 million per year. He's not that good. Yes, last year, he had a tremendous performance against the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs. But remember, the Vikings, they were one of the worst defensive teams in the NFL. Mac Jones on Thanksgiving, he lit up the Minnesota Vikings. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, they hung 41 on that Minnesota Vikings defense. So Daniel Jones, him having a great performance in the playoffs against the Minnesota Vikings doesn't warrant him to get paid $45 million per year. That's insane. And I know he did improve last year compared to what he did in 2021. Let's look at what he did in 2021 compared to last year, shall we? In 2021, he had 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Last year, he had 15 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So more touchdowns thrown and less interceptions thrown last year compared to what he did in 2021. In 2021, he had 221 passing yards per game. Last year, he had 200 passing yards per game. Now, Saquon Barkley had a great season as well last year, so that may also play into why his passing yards per game were down last year compared to what they were in 2021. But he had a higher completion percentage as well last year than what he had in 2021. In 2021, he completed 64% of his passes. Last year, he completed 67% of his passes. In 2021, their record was 4-7. Last year, their record was 9-6-1. In 2021, he had 298 rushing yards. Last year, he had 708 rushing yards. 2 touchdowns in 2021, 7 touchdowns last year. So I'll give him credit for improving under Brian Daboll. I think Brian Daboll did a tremendous job with Daniel Jones last season. I think he got the most he could get out of Daniel Jones. But as great as Daniel Jones was running the football, we all know the number one responsibility as a quarterback is to throw the football down the field. You have to be able to throw the football, period. I don't give a damn how great of a runner you are. Daniel Jones, as good as he is as a runner, he ain't Lamar Jackson. He ain't Jalen Hurts, okay? He can make some plays with his legs, but he's not Lamar and he's not Jalen Hurts. And he's not as good as Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson is. So do I believe that the Giants can win a Super Bowl with Daniel Jones? That answer is an emphatic hell no. I don't believe Daniel Jones is a quarterback you can win a Super Bowl with. I don't. I think at his best, he's an average quarterback. I think he's on the same level as a Jimmy Garoppolo, a Ryan Tannehill. I'd probably even take Ryan Tannehill over Daniel Jones.